I told y'all I was going to start this new series, a couple different volumes. This is volume 1. The Book of Spence, told through the source experience with his own truths. He has came out and spoke on the fact that he was drinking and doing things, and so I think it's only right now. Like I said, first off, I want to say shout out to my team, man. Shout out to Team Tucker, man. Marley, Jihad, the squad, everybody, music, Bam Bam, Green, Messiah, the team, Joe Dini. Definitely check out the Haney Lomo predictions that I dropped. But this right here is validation. It's giving myself my flowers, right? Because the Book of Spence, like I said, I'm gonna take my time with this. I'm gonna drop a whole different bunch of volumes, and the volumes I drop, I'm gonna address a lot of different people, you know, things of that nature. But since he has come out and told his truths about what he was doing, it's only right that I tell my truths, that what I was doing. I'm the guy that they said that these YouTubers, everything boxing, Doodle Brown, BFTV, others tried to clown, right? When they God, because that's what he is, he's their God. Tried to say that he don't know me, I just know his uncles, things of that nature, right? But now it's public record that he wasn't who he claimed he was supposed to be, right? But we'll get to more of that in other volumes, right? But this volume, we want to start out with who I am, what I do, what I've been doing, the source experience, right? Earl Spence turned pro, 2012, after the Olympics. You know, everybody knows his backstory. Olympian, multiple national champion, Golden Glove champion, national champion. But when he turned pro, his buzz in New York, like I said, the first time he fought in New York, give y'all a little background, he fought Samuel Vargas. It was on, and I'm gonna show y'all, see that a lot of y'all really don't rock with the source or rock with him. He fought the first time in fighting in New York. Look it up for yourself. He fought on the Danny Garcia, Lamont Peterson undercard. He was the swing bout. He was supposed to be on the bout or undercard, but if you know about swing bouts, I'm not going to get into all that, but he was a swing bout. So he fought after the fight was over. The stadium was empty. Like I said, there wasn't a lot of people in there. Everybody left. The main event fought. Danny and Lamont Peterson fought. Everybody left. That was his first fight in New York. Yeah, nobody was there. Nobody. I know you got a lot of people on YouTube that speak highly of him. Like I said, he's a god to a lot of YouTubers. But they wasn't there. They wasn't at the fight. They wasn't working with him. They wasn't formulating no plans to market him, promote him, or do anything. They wasn't there. Samuel Vargas fight at the Barclays Center. Now he's moved very well strategically. He starts to gain a little bit of notoriety. He has another fight in New York now. This fight I would kind of say is like more of a coming out party for him now. He's gaining traction. He's fighting an old man though. Leonard Badu's an old man. He went the distance with Keith Thurman. But the significance of this fight, this is when the PBC was the rocket. This fight came on right after the Olympics, summertime. A lot of people glued in. It was in Brooklyn on Coney Island. Earl Spence stopped old Leonard Badu. Stopped him. Tremendous uppercut. Curled him up. Folded the old man, the old Italian man. This kind of put him on the main stage as far as like, man, they went crazy over him in Brooklyn in Coney Island. It wasn't at the Barclays yet. He has not headlined the Barclays yet, but they're warming him up. They're warming him up, right? People love the knockout, very electric. Fast forward a little bit now. Chris Algieri. I talked about this a little bit on my live coming to work. He fought Chris Algieri. Now, see, a lot of y'all slept on me, still sleep on me now, but it doesn't matter now. Like I said, shout out to my team. July 1st, another flight, another date, things of that nature. But he fought Chris Algieri. Now, leading up to this fight, shout out, and I'm in Green Lawn right now. I wish I would pick. Matter of fact, I can't pan it out. I'm on my, what's the name? See, I'm in Green Lawn right now. This is Green Lawn Village. Chris Algieri, the Fighting Collegian, is from Green Lawn. It's like a suburb of Huntington. But he fought Chris Algieri. Chris Algieri's father retired, formerly worked up here with me as well. Chris Algieri is big on the island. Me being who I am, I was Team Spence, or it don't make sense. Yes, that's my phrase. I coined that. Knowing Chris Algieri's, notoriety, I would always come to work, and me and his father would go back and forth because I knew eventually this was going to be a fight that we was going to have, right? And Chris Algieri became a champion. Subsequently, he lost his belt, but he fought Manny Pacquiao on pay-per-view, so he was big. Then EJ finally gets the fight. This is his first time headlining at the Barclays Center. The build-up was there. I remember leading up to the fight. Shout out to a lot of my coworkers that retired, Harry, Gary, guys like that. They was really sold on Chris Algieri because at the time, Earl Spence, biggest win probably was Leonard Badu. Older guy, nobody. Chris Algieri had been in the ring with the likes of Manny Pacquiao. He beat Paraklikov, a guy that many people thought beat Timothy Bradley. See how I'm breaking this down to you? See, a lot of these YouTubers, they're nobodies. And I keep telling my man, Pop, stop in my comments mentioning these groups of these people because they're not on my level, my guy. They don't like to mention me. Don't mention them in my comments, bro. Please, respectfully, right? So now the build-up is there, right? So they do it on the YouTube. I do it in real life. So now the build-up is there. The fight, the Barclays Center, everybody is out. Everybody is out. And a lot of people picked Chris Algieri to win the fight. A lot of people I work with, we sold a lot of tickets. Yes, a lot of tickets were sold. And selling those tickets, like I said, Chris Algieri had a large following, still to this day has a large following. he really put on for Long Island. I can't take that away from him. I was bashing him a lot because, like I said, that's part of the business side. We was building something, but I respect what he has done in the sport. World champion. Regardless, they can never take that away from him. Fought Manny Pacquiao, has fought for over $1 million purse. These are things that typical YouTuber and guys that discuss boxing will never see, will never understand, will never gather what it takes to get there. But so the fight takes place April, big turnout. Earl Spence crushes him out. After Earl Spence crushed him out, now Earl Spence is the body snatcher. He's hot. Everybody's talking about him. He's hunting Cal Brook. He wants Keith Thurman. He wants all these guys. He eventually got Cal Brook. But in the time leading up to that, he comes back to Brooklyn a couple of times. You know, this is when the PBC is hot. You know, when everybody thinks that Al Heyman is this black god, he's the savior of boxing, so they were putting on tons and tons of shows in Brooklyn. Earl Spence will frequently come up here and go to the fights in Brooklyn. Am I lying? Look it up for yourself. I remember one particular fight right before he was, you know, he's gaining notoriety now. Everybody's knowing him. He's New York is claiming him, right? They didn't, in the beginning, nobody knew he was born in New York. They didn't know he moved to Texas when he was 3 years old. They didn't know he used to come back and run around 3rd Street and, you know, off of Fairground and Lenox Road and all that with snot in his nose and shitty diapers and all that. They didn't know none of that, but now all of a sudden everybody is embracing him, not because of his uncles. And respectfully, his uncles, they didn't do it. They didn't do it. Respectfully. You heard? Respectfully. I know other people jump on hip-hop. They like to highlight his uncles. Wrong. His uncles didn't do it. I know Pop wants to get on here and give them accolades and praise. Wrong. Shout out to his uncles, though. But shout out to his Uncle Sweet, who was like a coach to him that got kind of, you know, pushed to the side. But that's what happens with this guy. A lot of people get pushed to the side. You know, we could go into those in more depth on other volumes. Like I said, I'm going to make a series out of this now. You know, I'll make a series out of it, you know. Being that he told his truth. Because I felt violated. Because, like, he had guys on YouTube talk about me. And meanwhile, they're on YouTube. I still have yet to see them elevated do anything that, like, the source does. See, when I was assassinated my character, what did I do? I continued to work. I continued to work. I continued to build. Right in front of y'all faces. But I was talked about. I was mad. I was clout chasing. What else? What else did they say about me? I tried to use his name to gain popularity, saying that I wasn't his family. But no, I was working. I was building something. And look what you see now. Jihad Tucker, like I said, shout out to my team. This is more about Jihad than anything, because where Jihad is at, 11 fights. And this is I say this respectfully to Blu-ray and Correa. Man, I think you thought I was them. Because unlike them, right? Because they had, you know, Blu-ray was your trainer, strength conditioning coach, all the knockouts. It seemed like he was capping and clout chasing off you. Correa was like your hype man, the Joe Dini type, Bundini type. He kind of, you know, shout out to Correa and the Spit Bucket and all that, you know. But they never bounced back like how the source bounced back. See, one thing about me, and there was a saying, I want to get this saying right. Jay-Z, when Jay-Z and Dame Dash fell out, Jay-Z said, if you created me or something, create another one. Jahad Tucker is 10 times better than Earl Spence. And I know a lot of y'all, that's going over your head. And y'all gonna say, no, he's not. He really is. And the ones that know the game know that. And I'm not taking credit for Jahad. It's a team effort. Shout out to his father. Shout out to Coach Terry. Shout out to Jahad himself. And shout out to God Almighty. You thought I was gonna say Al Heyman, right? Nah, God Almighty. But I can't take credit for Jahad. Jahad is a God-given talent. And yes, he is better than Earl Spence. And I'm going to tell you why. Jahad Tucker is 20 years old. Earl Spence, when did Earl Spence turn pro? It's two of y'all in here. It's two of y'all in here, man. There's two of y'all in here. When did Earl Spence turn pro? At what age, if for any of y'all that's in here? And at what age did Earl Spence turn pro? I'll sip on my iced coffee. At what age did Earl Spence turn pro? All right, y'all a little slow. 21, 22 years old, right after the Olympics. 22 years old. When did Earl Spence become a world champion? What age? For those of y'all that follow him. What age? 27, 28, what age? See, a lot of y'all didn't really follow him. But just say 27, 28, IBF champion, right? Jahad Tucker is 20 years old. July 1st will be his 11th professional fight. By the time Jahad Tucker is 22 years old, he will be a world champion. Earl Spence didn't turn pro until he was 22 years old. Jahad Tucker already has going on his 11th fight at 20 years old. Turned pro at 17 in the big leagues, top rank. That's the majors. Yes, the major leagues. Earl Spence at 17 was maybe 1 year in, just learning how to box. Started boxing at 16. Yes, this is the Book of Spence. See, when you talk to me, you are talking to the media marketing agent. Not a guy that's mad. Not a guy that is a hater, jealous. Things that you guys try to say on my name. Yes, I will spit on you. I will spit on you, homie. You're talking to somebody that has done this before and now is doing it once again right before your eyes. But this time I am doing it and I am receiving my flowers. I have, like I said, I'm the media marketing agent. Shout out to my nephew. Yeah, Jahad, my nephew, my family. And we're not real family, not blood family, but we are family. See the difference? Do you see the difference? You know, his father says I'm his brother. You see the difference? We're not family, though. I just want to put that out there because last time when I was saying people was my family, and they was like, oh, you know, we're not family, but we're family. Are you catching this sauce? Are you catching this sauce? See, y'all thought I was just some typical YouTuber. No, I like coming on the YouTube to front on YouTubers, to front on people that tried to front on me. But now they're not doing it nothing like me. You know? They're not doing it nothing like me. And this is the Book of Spence, right? When they did try to shit on me and down me and talk crazy about me, I knew what was coming. But I was so happy that they did that because now I knew, right? I said, and this is how I want y'all to pay attention. When you do people greasy, grimy, and foul, you block your own blessings. do you think, and Jahad Tucker will beat the shit out of, he's too little, but I wish he was a little bigger, Frank Martin. Jahad Tucker beat up every fighter on Man Down Promotions. Easy. Mop the floor with him. But where do you think Jahad Tucker would have landed? Where do you think Jahad Tucker would have landed if people was official and didn't you know, lie on people? Where do you think Jahad Tucker would have landed? Where do you think Jahad Tucker would have landed? Because the whole time, and Jahad is on record for telling you what the source did, right? So where do you think Jahad Tucker would have landed, man? Where do you think he would have landed, man? You know? Where do you think he would have landed? But that, where did we land? Look, and you see how God played it out, right? I thought I was messing with some official dudes from Texas. And who did God lead me to? An official dude from Texas. Shout out to Uncle Jay and Cousin Mike. God damn. What y'all call the mob ties? But this is Goatee Gang over here. The source. But shout out to Uncle Jay, man. Uncle Jay seen the vision, and the rest is history. You know, this is just volume 1 of the Book of Spence. See, tell these guys that talk about me, that said I was mad, this, that, and the third, show me your resume. Show me your work. Show me something you have built. Show me something you have been a part of. Show me some type of greatness that you are a part of. Can you do that? He said, can't wait till you show the interview. The interview's up. I'm not showing up. Been there, done that. Look at my interviews last night in the gym. Did you see those interviews? With Marley, when I did the fight prediction. That's the wave we on, bro. We don't move backwards, man. Your man is on the back 9. We don't move backwards. I did the interviews with him, right? I did all that with them. What did they try to do? They tried to sabotage me. Like, yo, don't interview with him. Don't give him credentials. Look how that played out, man. Look how that played out. Y'all tried to block me as being a media. Trying to be media. Y'all tried to block me from being media. I turned into the media marketing agent / talent scout / coach / advisor. Everything that you thought I wasn't, I am. Everything that you tried to stop me from being, my daughters are. See how God, yo, you see how God be flipping the script, man? Yo, everything that you try to stop me from being, I got people trying to do. They trying to do it now. They trying to follow the source blueprint and do it. Real talk. Real talk. They're trying to do it to the point where they think they could just go on YouTube and be media. Real talk. But at the end of the day, right, I was never media. I was just around, right, trying to learn the game, see who was who, see who was solid, official, right? And in the process of doing that, I met some solid media people. You know, Fred Barbershop Conversation, I thought he was solid. Dante's Boxing Nation. But you know who the real solid official media person that I met? He's part of Team Tucker right now. Scotty White, aka World Combat Sports. AKA World Combat Sports. See, God will put people in your life. God will bring people to you, right? World Combat Sports. When I first met World Combat Sports, this is the Book of Spence. So World Combat Sports is a part of that too. I was at the Brooklyn Sheraton. I believe it was the Sheraton Hotel. I've been to so many hotels throughout my boxing adventures, but I believe it was the Sheraton Hotel. My first time meeting World Combat Sports, he was in there with Tay Jones. He was in there with Wilder's team. When I first met him, I automatically assumed he was Team Wilder. I thought he was Team Wilder. I introduced him to Earl Spence's uncle. Gary Russell and them was fighting. You know, that's my family too. We're not real family, but we're family. I always got to say that now because, you know, these goofy YouTube guys are trying to use that against you. But I was kicking it with them. We was kicking it. I introduced, this is how God works, right? like I said, I've been media for so long, but I didn't take media stuff serious. So I did a fire interview with Antoine, right? Torn the Dawn, man. And World Combat watched the interview. And World Combat was like, are you gonna put that out without a watermark? They're gonna steal that. I was so green in the media game, I was like, a watermark, what's that? World Combat was telling me about the watermarks, you know, like basically copyrighting your work, getting a stamp on your work. So I was like, oh, word? He's like, nah, don't put that out, man. I was like, nah, it's nothing. Because, you know, me and Polo always kick it, talk, and all that. Then World Combat interviewed him too. But then World Combat put me onto the watermark. That's when you started seeing the Jacko Fitness AWD watermark everywhere. I bought like, I think I might have purchased like three of those. This is before the sauce, right? But that was everywhere. But shout out to WCS. And I always thought WCS was Team Wilder, man. It wasn't until later on down the road, we worked to many other fights together. I see that WCS was a media guy, a media giant. That's what he is, a media giant in this game. But yes, this is the Volume 1 Book of Spence. Man, shout out to Blunt. He said he's pulling up top rank, man. I rock with top rank, man. Top rank is official, man. Don't let these dudes tell you otherwise, right? And this is a little off topic, but that whole Devin Haney, Lomachenko thing, right? How they're covering it is fine and dandy. The only difference is they're not Hollywood. You know, they're not gonna get the fanfare like the BBC. But professional wise, they're doing an excellent job. The whole look, I'm out here, I'm active, look. I'm trying to kill two birds with one stone. Nah, man. Show y'all, we out here, we working. Finishing up this road right here. You see my marks I left, right? But the whole thing, how they doing it, I like the behind the scenes. I'll video up on that later. But yes, man, this is the Book of Spence, though, man. You know, I'm gonna keep giving you these volumes, man. Like I finished that chord over there. Look how nice that chord look. See that chord over there? Pull up last night. Jahar was in the gym. Marley looked hella good, man. I'm gonna drop some more, man. You would've got a lot, man. You should have pulled up, man. You know. You would've got a real interview. And not a StreamYard interview. And no knock on the StreamYard interviews. I got a lot of StreamYard interviews. But a live interview, a person interview, it's a different experience, man. But yeah, Jahar was on deck. I did the fight prediction. Now, I mean, this was just Volume 1 of the Book of Spence. I'm gonna come back with Volume 2, because you know I gotta throw Derrick James in there. You know, I gotta throw Derrick James in there. You know I gotta throw Derrick James in there, because, you know, they try to send their minions at me, right? Yeah, you know these clowns, right? Yeah, that's what I gotta call them, these clowns, right? Yeah, they had the audacity. They had the audacity to say, yo, show me a check, right? When I used to talk my stuff about boxing, they used to be like, show me a check. You made off a box, right? Because you know who told them to say, I'm gonna get to him too. I'm gonna clean him up real good too, right? Like I'm cleaning these roads. I'm gonna clean him up too. Like Volume 2 or 3, because you know why I gotta throw him in there? Because it shows how fake the people are that are around EJ. And y'all probably can't catch this right now, but let me put the camera on me so y'all can understand what I mean. You know how fake, I want to say people are fake, right? Because Earl has come out and admitted that he was drinking and doing all this stuff, right? Like I stated earlier, I don't live in Texas, right? I don't live in Texas. But how was I aware of his activities? But yet, his coaches, his team, they don't know. Did they know, or they didn't want to know? Huh? Y'all catching that? Did they know, or they didn't want to know, right? Or better yet, I want y'all to catch this. They didn't want to lose their job. See, one thing about me, I didn't have no job with them. I didn't have no job with him, right? I had his well-being at heart. So yeah, I checked him at the door like a UPS package. When I was here, he's driving upside the wrong side of the road. He's drunk, he's dead. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, man? Get your shit together, bro. Yo, fast forward, look what happened. Flip cars almost died, right? Almost died. Now he comes clean and tells the truth. But that's all another volume. Man, look at this. Look at these roads, man. I do hella good work, man. You would think I was heavy equipment too for many eons, man. Many eons, man. Nah, man, look at that road now. You see it? I gotta, you know. I'm making the big dollars right now, man. The big dollars, man. This road is done now. I just had to come back here and touch this up, though. But yes, this was volume 1 of the Book of Spence. I'm not gonna. I do a volume a day, man. So I don't want to oversaturate y'all, man. And like I said, I don't want this to come off as I'm dissing the guy, man. You know, I'm happy that he told this truth. You know. Like I said, July 1st, though, we are back. Jihad Tucker. And shout out to my boy from Ohio. I reposted your what's name. See, my Ohio people, they buying tickets, man. My man bought some floor tickets. He's gonna get the exclusive meet and greet with Jihad. And that's what we do, man. We show our supporters love, man. You know, he's gonna get the exclusive meet and greet. And see that right there? I'll catch that when I hit this road, but I can catch it right now. I'm gonna show you how nice my skills is. Look, I'll catch it right now for y'all on the double back. One thing about these sweepers, right? You see how good their turning radius is? See how good their U-turns is? Look at that U-turn. Nice. Nice. That U-turn, yo, that U-turn is lovely in this. Now I can check this road off now. Look, this road is official. But yes, my man gonna get that meet and greet with the team. Hit a little bit of this. See, cars is in the way. You can't really go gutter to gutter, gutter to gutter. You know, I can't really get gutter to gutter. In depth on like him becoming the champion now. Brook fight. I'll go into the Lamont Peterson. Really follow. The partying really started after the Cal Brook fight because for some odd reason, right? And he was clubbing in between fights. Yeah, he was doing a lot of club appearances. I never got that, right? And I'm more on volume 2. Like, if you're a professional prize fighter, why are you doing club appearances? You know, why do you have to go to the club? You know, maybe at first I thought maybe, you know, you're looking out for your homeboys, you putting your team on, you know, you're doing that. But even then, it just, I don't know. Yes, we are back over here. I'm gonna hit this block now. But yeah, man, I'm gonna wrap this up for y'all, man. Volume 2 probably tomorrow. But I'm definitely gonna talk about Tangier. You know, now, or you're nervous. Like I think he's nervous. My man, the BLK Prime dude. I see the BLK Prime dude is out there on the front lines. My man is doing frontline media work, man. He's a BLK Prime executive. Man, I'm gonna kill you all the time too, brother. How are you a boxing executive doing media work, my guy? That's crazy.